Okay.
There we go. Now they can see come in, you know.
Yeah, that might help a little.
That might help. That might help. Hey, Smurfalicious, how you doing? Hey, Sherry. Hi, Maria.
Hey, Em. Hi, Sherry. I'm a little bit behind you all.
Yeah, I've watched him a couple times, several times. More
Yeah.
than several.
Albert wasn't sure who you were, Danny, and I explained, but now that he saw your face, he knows who you are.
Hey, how's it
Hi,
going,
Darwin. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Darwin. Hey, Miss Monty. Big hugs. Hi, Smurfalicious.
Okay, just minutes before we get started.
I'm in no hurry.
How do you do that? How do I do what,
What's that?
Sherry? Oh, I'm just reading Sherry Knox's post comment.
She wants to know how you do the split screen thing.
Oh, is it the split screen thing, Sherry, that you're wondering about? It's pretty easy on this app.
Yeah, I love the duck with the earmuff app, you know.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said I love the duck with the earmuffs, you know. This is a great format. This thing, I love this thing.
Oh.
He's in Canada, right?
Yeah, he's up in Canada. About what part from, Danny?
I'm in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Okay.
Wow. Cool.
Okay. I was thinking a little bit further north than that.
It's further north enough. In the winter, it's -40, -60 with wind chill. That's north enough for me.
Yeah. Wow. I like the cold, but that's just a little bit too much for me.
Oh, that's too much, you know.
Yes, Al.
You can't go pee outside without an ice pick, so you gotta be careful, you know.
Oh boy. Yeah. I live in West Virginia and it gets cold here, but not nearly that bad. Turn my mic around here a little bit. Yeah, it's on this mic.
You got that right. Darren used to live in my town here. He used to live 4 or 5 blocks from where I am.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Tammy Burns, how are you doing?
Hello, Tammy.
Sherry.
Already.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Marie. How you doing? Okay. Well, this is my first podcast. I want to introduce you all. This is Danny of Chasing Bones and Specters.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, what happened to me? There, I'm back. Okay. I disappeared for a little
You
while.
froze up for a second, but you're good. Yeah, but you're back.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, Marie sees you, Al. Yeah. Um, okay. Well, this is Danny of Chasing Bones and Specters. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I got it right. Okay. And feel free, to share your link, with people.
Okay. I'll just type hello in there every once in a while.
Okay. Well, that's fine if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll just type hello.
You all ought to. Okay. Y'all need to go and check out Danny's channel. He's Tammy said Al went into hiding. Yeah, Danny is, boy, he's kind of old school, I would say, not in a negative way, and it's really amazing, the creativeness that goes into the way he does things.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. Now, did you want to talk a little bit about your channel? Tell us a little bit about what it's about.
Sure. Okay. I created, well, I guess I should say we created, me and my son Blaine, Chasing Bones and Specters channel, because the kids wanted to go out paranormal investigating, but they wanted me to go with them just in case they ran into something really, really negative. So I said, that's a great idea. So, so he says, we're going to go ghost hunting. And I said, no, that doesn't sound good. He says, well, what are we doing then? I says, well, we're chasing ghosts and specters, and that became our name, Yeah. And on our channel, I have a series that I'm doing right now. It's at episode 24, and it's called So You Want to Be a Paranormal Investigator. Fantastic. Anyway, it shows all different things, how to learn how to be an investigator for new people and people that's been around for a while. We also got some investigations, like ghost investigations on there. We've done cemeteries, Centennial Park, Trowbridge Falls, a few places like that. And then plus on top of that, every once in a while, like when I'm working for a client, in the job side of it, like the paranormal investigating is just my fun time. That's when I go out and I can investigate, and it ain't my problem. So I can just have the fun and go home, right? But I also been working for clients for years and stuff, and I get calls from all kinds of people. I've had to do exorcisms, and I've had to do house cleansing, house exorcisms, blessings of old graveyards. Getting rid of some other things that aren't very, very nice. But that's been my job. So we put up so far 2 cases where we're actually at the job. But we only put stuff on there that I would consider PG-13. I don't want to put anything up there that's going to scare some kid or, whatever. So I show, little bits and pieces of what we're doing and how we're going about it and things like that. And we're going to continue to do so with the clients that don't mind us doing it, right? But we'll never tell you their real name. We make up a fake name for them. We never show their real location. Like we never tell you where the location is or anything. We don't let them go on camera. But things like we're doing, like when I'm preparing, say for instance, graveyard dust or holy graveyard dust, or using something to cleanse the area or to get the demon out of the house or whatever. I'll show you some of the stuff that we do. But some of it we're not going to show because it's too much for YouTube, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Hi, Luna.
Yeah, I've seen her. Oh, what kind of dog?
That's a Shih Tzu. That's my Luna.
Okay.
Yeah, she's part Ewok.
Okay.
She's part Ewok. Look at the camera. Show them that you're Ewok. See?
Yeah. there's a Yorkie here at the other part Ewok.
There you go. Yeah, there's only party walk. But she's
Yeah,
sweet.
Oh.
She's a pain in the bum, you know, to be honest.
How
She's a pain in my butt. If I'm on the phone or if I'm on the computer, she'll sit here and pick at me till I pick her up so she can say hi. So
How old?
she's almost 6 months. Almost 6 months. I think she's 5 months and 2 weeks. But she's pretty much fully grown now.
Wow.
So.
Wow. That'll be your best friend.
Yeah, that'll be your best friend.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy.
No, but back on about your series. So you want to be boy, I forget the name of my head.
Paranormal investigator. Yeah. So you want to be a paranormal
Yes,
investigator.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen several of those, and they're really interesting. I know the one in particular I wanted to try. The Spirit Bag. Just the little names.
Yeah. It's a spirit bag, or some people call it a medicine bag, but it's not really a medicine bag. It's kind of the same format, though. It's along the same line. It's a druid thing, because I'm a druid and I'm also a shaman and I'm a pastor. So I've got, you know, I've worked with the Druid Association for 50 years. Same with the shamans, and I've been a pastor for years too. So I have studied in
Wow.
each
That is
three of
so
these. Actually, my very first case that I had to work was a native burial ground that had gotten nasty. Like, that's the only word for it. It just got nasty. And so I had to go there and cleanse the ground and re-bless it. That was March 15th, 1969 was my first case. Like, work-wise, you know.
Oh,
So I just celebrated like last March. I just celebrated 50 years in the paranormal. So
wow. That was going to be one of my questions. That's a long, long time. How long have you been on YouTube?
well, Danny's Corner's been on for about 6 years, maybe. This one is probably 2 or 3 years. I really don't know. I haven't really paid much attention. Like, this last 4 or 5 months, I've been working really hard on this channel, trying to get it to where I want it to be, right? You know, and it's kind of there now. I'm kind of really happy with it now. I'm so happy with my YouTubians. I love the way it is now. So, you know, from here on, whatever happens, happens, you know, but I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and trying to improve as I go. Like, a lot of my stuff, like, it's YouTubian based. Like, a lot of people ask me, can you give us tips on protecting ourselves? Can you give us tips on how to make a place safe, or how to keep us safe and stuff? What kind of old school things so basically, most of the stuff I do on there is because I've been requested by my YouTubians. Hey, I'd like to see this type of thing or that. So that series was really brought on by the people that watch me, you know.
Oh,
And
yeah, I'd like to make it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just say I didn't have some of the ingredients. I have to pick up some of the ingredients. The cayenne and the cornmeal I didn't have.
Yeah.
Got the rest, but
For that bag in particular, you definitely need those ingredients, and just follow the instructions. You can't screw it up. I mean, it's not like it can be used for anything other than to protect you, right? So it's not
Yeah.
nothing that you could screw up. And see, like, that type of
Oh, I
spirit
don't
bag
know.
or those type of things, I don't mind to teach all my YouTubians to protect themselves. You know what I mean? Like, there's other bags that I make, like people with emotional disorders and that need spiritual help for that. And there's people that get attacked by spirits, like more forcefully. There's different types of bags I can make for that. But I'll never teach that because it took me years to learn how to do it properly. And it's you got to put so much of this and so much of that. And the prayers are very direct, right? So it's not something that I'd feel comfortable teaching over the internet. You know what I mean? So, but anything that I feel that could help my Nubians, that, you know, like making your land holy ground, make your house holy ground and stuff like that. That's all on there. Anything that I feel cannot be used negatively or be used for anything other than what it is, I put on there. You know what I mean? But I won't put anything on there that could be misconstrued or where you can make a mistake and make things worse. I'll never put anything like that on my channel.
That's good. That's good.
Hey,
hi, Donna.
He used to be a pastor.
Yeah,
Wow.
You used to be a pastor, huh? I got certified online, but I've never really done much with it myself. I don't know how well you want to count that for anything.
You
But I
know,
did pick up some tips on stuff.
well, yeah, hey, you know, it's my theory is this, hey, whatever you learn in your life, if you're going along in your life and you're learning stuff, right? You're always learning. Everybody's learning something every day. And if it's going to benefit you, if it's going to help you, or if you can use it to help other people, then you adapt it. You bring it into your realm of possibilities, right? Absorb what is useful. But I mean, sometimes you'll learn something, and this little part here works for me, but the rest of this is, you know. So how can I use this bit of information to improve what I do, right? So I'll adapt that part of it. There's nothing says you have to swallow the whole cake. You can just take a little piece of it if you need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, you are so interesting. I swear. You know.
It sure is. Have you ever been accused of witchcraft? And I've been to hell, and that I'm practicing witchcraft by the way.
Every damn day. Every damn day. Actually, when I started 50 years ago, when like nowadays, the paranormal community, the it's kind of a becoming an indoor term, right? Like it's becoming more mainstream, and you get attacked less than you did then. You know, I mean, you still can run into trouble, but like I knew guys that were beaten basically to death because they were paranormal investigators or worked with the paranormal. I myself was locked up 2 or 3 times in the asylum because they thought I was nuts. I got beat down.
Oh, God.
I got beat down. We used to have a code, you know, like myself and a few other people, Lorraine, a bunch of us, that we all knew each other. We had this code of when we wanted to meet and where we're going to meet and stuff. It was very cloak and daggerish back then, you know. It was kind of exciting. But
Wow.
I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore, you know. Yeah, no, there were times when it was really, really bad, you know. But and
someone like Zach Baggins burned at the stake or something.
yeah,
Nowadays.
yeah, it's not like that anymore, thank God, you know. And like I'm saying, like when I started, it was horrible. Like the attacks that would happen, the things that people would do to you, stuff like that. Unless, of course, they needed you. Then they came to you with food and gifts and help me. And then the next day you'd see them on the street. You'd be walking up the street after you cleanse their house. You'd be walking up the street, they'd see you and they'd cross the street so that they wouldn't be associated with you, right?
Wow.
You know, and that's the way it was, you know. And I didn't really blame them for it, but it did feel kind of like, well, geez, you know, yesterday Yesterday I was your best friend. You were thanking me and offering me free coffee. And today you don't even want to look at me. You know, like that's the reality of it. You know.
Jeez. Well, I'm glad people are minded nowadays than what they used to be.
Oh yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still got a long way to go, but it certainly has come such a long way from where it was. You know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I recall days, when you could be locked up and stuff in a mental institution and stuff for believing in it and all that. So, yes, we have come a long way.
Yeah, it's
I
quite.
can't talk.
The last time I think it was in 78, 79. Can't remember now. They put me for 72-hour observation because, I exercised this guy's property, which turned out good, by the way. We got rid of the nasty guys, the nasty things there. But a couple of the neighbors heard the commotion over. So just as we finished, they all showed up and figured that I was nuts, and they threw me in the back. And anyway, I went to the funny farm, and they actually threw me out of the funny farm because the doctor came in.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty funny. The doctor come in there and he says, so you hear spirits, do you? I says, I don't want to answer that. He says, from what we understand, you hear spirits, you see spirits, all this other stuff. He says, that's really not good. And I started laughing. I said, oh, okay, that's not good. He says, no. And so I looked over and this lady was standing there. I said, what do you want? And she says, you tell William to stop being a pain in the ass, right? I said, really? She goes, yeah. I says, William, she says for you to stop being a pain in the ass. And his looks like this, he draws. And then she says, you tell him that Martha says he will get no cookies when he comes to heaven if he doesn't start treating you better. So I turned around and I tell that to him. And he goes, holy shit, that sounds just like my mother, right? So he's like, what the hell, right? And then he says, I'll be right back. He got all frustrated. He went out the room, and she started laughing. I'm surprised the whole hospital didn't hear her because she just a real belly laugh, eh? She just laughing her head off. So I says, well, I got to get out of here. What can we do, And so she turns around. She says, well, when he comes back, you tell him that Trigger misses him and is really looking forward to seeing him. And he's got the puppy eyes just waiting. So I said, okay, whatever. So anyway, he come back about 10 minutes and he says, you got any more wise, like he's trying to, I guess, didn't want to believe what happened, eh? So I says, no, only that she told me to tell you that Trigger misses you and it's got puppy eyes and it's waiting for you in heaven. He says, get out. That was it.
Oh.
Says, get out. I said, see you later, buddy. He didn't like that one bit. Get out. He says, okay. So he actually walked me right to the lock ward, because I was in a locked ward. Eh? He actually walked me there, got to the desk, signed my release papers, and said, he's fine, get him out of here. Yeah, and that was the end of that.
Wow.
Oh, and of course,
nowadays they want to label you.
Oh, yeah. And of course, me being me, as we're walking up to the desk, I says, don't you want to tell everybody what the spirits told you? Don't you want to tell them about your dog? Stuff like this, right? He's looking at me, shut up. He was so mad. And of course, I was playing on it, eh? Because you could see how frustrated he was. Anyway, then he, get him out of here, he says. It was funny.
Oh, that is. Now, yeah. Do you just see spirits, or do you hear or smell, or
all
any other?
I see him playing. I can see him playing sometimes. if they want me to. You know, I can see them plain as day. You know, just as easy as I can see you. I can hear them. I can smell them. You know, I can feel them. But you know, not always. I mean, just a lot of times they don't. They just let me know they're here. Like I can sense them in ways and hear them. But just depends on how open they are with me, is whether or not how open I will be with them. So it's kind of a mutual respect thing. The ones that I get to know a little bit, you know, I can see them a lot better. I can hear them a lot better, you know, and I guess it probably works the same for them. The more they see me, the more they trust me, the more they open up, you know. With the spirit world, it's all about respect. Okay. It's all about understanding the simple fact that they were people too. Okay. And they still are people, you know, so you have to treat spirits the way you wish to be treated. You know, you have to treat them the way you want to be treated. You know, if I went into your house and said, okay, make a noise, roll over, play dead, bark, jump up and down, you know, whatever, show me this, show me that, I would pick you up by the seat of your pants and your shirt and toss you out my friggin' door. Okay. I would do that shit. Okay. So why should they? Right. But if you come in and you say, hello, spirits, I'm here to communicate with you. I wish to get to know you. I wish to prove that you exist, and you're polite and you ask politely, you know, and you be nice to them, chances are you're going to get, you know, better responses, because if you respect them, they're going to respect you back. Right. So that's just my opinion.
Oh yeah. On some of these shows where they try to purposely annoy the spirits and stuff, that bothers me.
Yeah, but, and they're stupid too. Oh, my opinion. Sorry, I think they're stupid.
Yeah.
Because okay, they say, "Oh, a demon did this, a demon did that, a demon did this." You know, I've been working in this field for 50 years plus. Okay, actual demons that I've encountered that I had to fight or had to deal with, maybe it was 7 or 9. Okay. So we're looking at 3%, okay, of all things are actually demonic. Okay. There isn't that. Demons don't really care about people, to be honest. They'd rather possess a building than that way. And then they'll make a nest. They'll bring more than one. The demons like buildings, because everybody that walks in there now is a victim, right? They don't really like to attach to a human, because now you're affecting one person at a time. When you can affect a whole classroom of kids or a whole building of police officers or a whole hospital, why would you bother with one person, right?
That's a very good point.
Real dynamic creatures don't necessarily care about human beings as per se, as one at a time. They want massive damage. They want chaos. So affecting one person doesn't give them enough chaos. But if they can affect a building, now it's on a grander scale, right?
That would make sense. I never considered that.
Anyway, then they go, oh, a demon got me, a demon got me. I got 3 signs of the Trinity. I got 3 scratches. It's a sign of the Trinity. I heard 3 knocks, sign of the Trinity. I heard this, I heard that. I'm sitting there going, oh, dude, you know, seriously. Let's say I'm a ghost. I'm chillaxing, right? I'm sitting there on my ghost chair with my ghost feet on the ghost pedal, watching my ghost TV, drinking my ghost beer, okay? I'm having a good day. Now I got these boneheads coming in, yelling and screaming at me, do this, do that, do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at them and go, huh. Set my beer down, walk up behind them, go bam, 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 3 times on the wall. I'll take these 3 fingers, scratch one of them down the back and say, have a nice freaking day. And I'll go back, drink my beer, watch the TV. Watch them run out screaming, it's a demon, it's a demon. No, dumbass, don't bug me when I'm watching TV. You know, it's like... like that's what I would do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, come on.
I probably would too.
You know, it's like, hey, if this is what you believe, if this is what's going to scare you to get you out of my house, not a problem. I could do this. Hey,
Oh,
Vegas girls, how are you
oh,
doing?
Tammy Burns asks to you, Danny, was that cabinet door open when the video first started,
Oh, maybe,
or
maybe
just
not.
open a minute ago?
Maybe not. I don't know.
This,
Those doors open and close all day. So
oh,
sometimes
really?
my fridge will open.
Wow.
That's just Astro, being nosy. Um, yeah, my door will slide open and close. My window will open. It's so often. It's been so much. Like I've lived in this house for a long time, and I don't even notice it now. Like I could be staring right at it and it'll open, and I won't even flinch. I don't even respond to it because seriously, I don't pay attention
Wow.
anymore.
Yeah, I find the spirit here just once recognized, and she'll act up for a little while, and then after a while, I'll say, yeah, yeah, I know you're here and everything, and then she'll stop for
Yeah,
a good while, and everything will be calm.
yeah, that's really what it is. A lot of times they just want to be remembered, or they just want to be acknowledged. And the minute you say, "Hey, I know you're there. How you doing?" And just talk to them like a normal person, that'll last them for another 6 months. They'll be good for a long
Yeah,
time. You know,
yeah, that's right.
so I mean, just think about yourself. If you're living in a place with other people and you're there for a long time and they never say, just in passing as they walk by, good day or how you doing or whatever, you're gonna really start getting angry towards those people. You're gonna start feeling like they're snubbing you, right? So sometimes if you live in a haunted house, it's good in the morning just to get up and say, good morning, ghost. I hope you have a good day, and then go about your business. And then when you go to bed, say, good night. I'm going to bed now, so please try to keep the noise down. You do that, and then you're showing them respect, right? So they're not going to get all hot and bothered or pissy because you're not talking to them or feel ignored or whatever. It's just a common
Yeah,
courtesy, because they're living in your house too. So it's just common courtesy to say hi. And by the way, my bedroom, it's private. You're not allowed in there, but the rest of the house, feel free. That's what I do. My bedroom is my safe room, right? No spirit is allowed in my bedroom unless I'm awake. Then the kids, like there's a couple of YouTubians kids that come here for visits, they'll jump up and down on my bed. You can actually see the bed moving. And I just chuckle because they're having fun, right? But other than that, my bedroom is off limits to all spirits, right? But they're welcome in the rest of the
yeah,
house. I don't care what they do. But at night when I go to bed, I say, okay, I'm going to bed now. Shut the hell up. Don't bother me unless it's an emergency, right? I go to sleep. And it's fine. I do all right that way. But you can easily just say to any spirit living in your house, this is my area. Okay, you're not allowed in here. Out of respect for me and for my partner, for my wife, for my girlfriend, for my imaginary girlfriend that I took a picture of at the coffee shop so I could use it later. Whatever. This is my private room, okay? Not when I'm taking a dump, don't bother me. Otherwise,
yeah, yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
they're pretty good that way.
well, once when I was on the job, a spirit touched me on the back of the head, and that really bothered me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit too up close and personal.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of boundaries? This is not a spectator sport.
Yeah,
Get out.
exactly.
When I go to the dump, it's not a spectator sport, okay? You get out of here. It's like, leave me alone. Yeah. Generally, it's a new spirit that'll do that, like one that doesn't know you. They'll walk in. You could be having a dump or having a shower. I've had that happen where I'm in there having a shower, right? And all of a sudden, the water, my sink comes on, and I turn, and it's this girl. It's at my sink, eh? Look there, says, excuse me. And she looks. I just, get out. What the hell? So, I mean, you get these things, I was like, I thought it was pretty funny. Speaking about taking a girl's picture to look at later, I was at the coffee shop, right? And I guess I was daydreaming. I really didn't see the people in front of me. I was thinking about, so I can't remember what it was now. Not important. I was probably trying to think of what I'm going to do for the spirit at this person's house or some damn fool thing. But my mind was really not there. Finally, she goes, "Hey, mister." And I kind of did one of these, and I looked at her. Not a bad looking girl. I said, "Yes." She says, "Take a picture. It'll last longer." So I grabbed my phone. I said, "Thanks." And I went like this, right? And she goes, "What?" I said, "Well, you just told me to, so thank you. I appreciate that. That'll come in handy later, you know." she turned about 4 shades of red. She goes, "Oh my God." And I showed her. I said, "No, I'm kidding. I didn't take a picture." But I bet you, I'll bet you $1 to a donut that she'll never say that to anyone else again, you know. Take my picture, it'll last long. "Oh, thanks." Guaranteed that's the last time she'll ever say that.
That's so funny.
You are really funny. You've got a great.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. I wrote down a lot of questions I had. Do spirits ever make you feel ill? You know, sick to your stomach or anything?
Sometimes, but I mean, they have to be. Normally, it's the dark spirits, not demons or anything, but people. Can I say asshole?
Yeah, yeah, certainly.
People who were assholes when they're alive normally become assholes when they're dead, right? So if you're dealing with one of them nasty human spirits, they will touch you and turn their hands to your stomach, will feel upset, or they'll put pressure like this so you get dizzy or lightheaded or stuff like that. The darker spirits, the ones that are like just mean people, they will make your stomach feel like you're going to throw up. They will make you dizzy. They will make you feel like you're being crowded. They'll make you feel like they're rushing up on you. These are things that they do to try to intimidate you. Okay. When that happens to me, I just kind of go, "Piss off, dude. You know, piss off." And normally they back off and they go, "What?" You know, like they're surprised. It stops them from doing what they're doing. You know, if anybody is ever in a situation where you're starting to feel the spirits are attacking you, you're starting to feel, just look in the air, straight ahead. Just look straight ahead and go, "Piss off." A very non-emotional sort of just piss off statement. Bang. 9 times out of 10 it'll stop. You know, that'll stop them in their tracks because they're like, "Well, this ain't working." Now you're going to hear things banging on the walls. You're going to hear things fly. They won't bother you, but now you're going to start getting, what's that word? Shit flying around and bangs and knocks and stuff like that. Poltergeist activity, because they can't affect you because you just turn around and piss off. So they're going to say, "Okay, well, maybe I can scare them if I do this or that," right? So, you know, Vegas got tapped on the head for an investigation.
Boy.
Yeah, if you're an empath, you'll get that too. But same thing, if you're an empath, and I always tell all my YouTubians this, and I think this is something that maybe you should share with your guys too. If you're an empath, or if you're sensitive, or if you're a seer or anything like that, you were born with that ability. Okay. Now think about this just for a second. Birds are birds. They're born with flight. So if they're on the ground and they see a cat, they got wings. They fly away. That's their defense. A tiger has teeth. A tiger has claws. That's its affair. A beaver's got that big honking tail and big teeth too, right? Every creation has a natural defense. Okay. Doesn't matter what, a mosquito, a bumblebee, a hornet, they all got natural defense, the stingers, right? So if a bug has a defense, obviously you're going to have one because you're a little bit more important than a bug, okay? Now, if you're a seer, all you have to say, if you're being attacked, if you feel like people are attacking you, you're getting pressure in your head, your spirits are attacking you, you got a built-in defense system, okay? It's called mirrors on. When you feel everything's coming at you, you say mirrors on. And you picture yourself with all covered in mirrors, but they're reflecting outwards. So when this energy comes towards the mirror, it's going to hit the mirror and bounce right back at them, okay? So you can picture yourself, inside of those disco balls, right? So you say mirrors on, poof, you're surrounded by a disco ball, okay? Any negative thing coming towards you is going to be reflected back where it came from. And then when you feel safe, you just say mirrors off. And you're back to who you are. You're back to normal. Your gifts are fine. Everything's good. But all you got to do is say mirrors on. Now, I know this is true because when I was, I think about 15, I'd been studying being a shaman and a druid with my elders. And I kept getting these bloody migraines all the time, It's like, oh, man. So one day in class, I looked at my elder and I says, I got this bloody migraine again. I'm sick and tired of these migraines, right? And he looks at me and he goes, well, why don't you just say mirrors on? I says, what? He says, why don't you just say, put your mirrors on? I said, what the hell are you talking? And then he told me what I just told you. And I looked at him, I said, dude, I've been studying with you for 12 years, and now you tell me this shit? Don't you think it would have been helpful a while back? You know what I mean? I was so pissed at him. I wouldn't talk to him for a week. He'd say, okay, it's time for your class. I piss on you. And I laughed. I couldn't even look at him for a week. I was so pissed off at him. I said, you could have told me 12 years ago. What the hell, dude? You see me suffering. You see me holding my head. You see me crying, lying in bed, can't get out of bed because I got these freaking migraines. And all I got to do is say mirrors on. You prick. Yeah. So I wasn't too happy with him. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit.
Oh, boy.
After that, I never had a migraine in my life. That was the last migraine I ever had. Just no more migraines after that.
I'll have to try that.
Oh, it works. Believe me, it works 100% guaranteed. And yeah, as you can say the prayer, once you put the mirrors on, say your prayers, say your cleansing stuff, do your cleansing, the mirrors will walk. You walk, it walks with you. You're inside, you're encased, you're safe in the mirrors. So while you're in there, you can say your St. Michael prayers, you can sage yourself, you can do whatever, but yeah, don't ever forget, people. Just say mirrors on, mirrors off. It's going to save you about 16 years of migraines you don't need.
Oh, boy.
Has he ever contacted family members?
Oh, Albert wants to know if you've ever personal family members.
No.
I've ever heard from them.
No, I never purposely ever contact any family. They do pop in, like my nana, my granddad, my aunties, every once in a while, whenever they wish to come and visit me or whatever. Sometimes they come in my dreams. Sometimes they come in spirit form. And of course, I always welcome them with open arms.
Yeah.
But I've never actively looked for any of my own ancestors, because to me, it kind of feels like a doctor operating on their own kid. It's like, I just don't feel right trying to find my own family, because to me, I think if they want to see me or if they want to come to me, they will, right? Like, it's not up to me to find them.
True.
They know where I am, they know where I am, and that I could see them if they came. So, and since I've been doing this for so many years, and it's been a job, it's been like 20 hours a week of actual working. And then I have my regular day job I had to do. And then I had like another 12 hours a day, basically studying. So I hardly ever slept, So it's been a full-time life for me for 50 years. So for me to hunt down my family or to do anything, that's extra time and work I can't afford. I can't do it. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick to my family, but hey, I'm here. If you want to see me, you're always welcome at my house. It's holy ground, right? So yeah, I've never, and I don't suggest it either, you know, because maybe your family members staying away for a reason, you know, maybe nothing towards you, but maybe they're doing some self-healing. Maybe they need to get adjusted to their new life, their new existence. Maybe they're learning how to cope with, okay, so I can't sit at a table now. So maybe they're trying to adjust to their surroundings, right? And maybe that's the only reason they never came, is because they're trying to find their own balance, you know? So I don't suggest, if one of your family members, if you can't feel them yourself, they will go through someone else to get you a message, because they don't want you to see them when they're not perfectly balanced yet. You know, it'd be like showing up at a relative's after you stepped on a landmine, you know, and expect them to just say, hi, how are you? And not notice that your legs aren't there. You know what I mean? Like, it would be the same feeling. It's like, you know, so a lot of times they don't contact you directly because they're not comfortable with who they are at the moment. You know, but once they get comfortable, they'll come to you.
Huh. I don't know if they're still alive. Your parents, did they know what you can do, or
oh yeah,
how did they take it?
I
know that's a personal question.
Yeah, no, that's fine. My real father was a nature druid as well. So like, yeah, he knew, but he was a jerk, so I had to chase him out of the house and get rid of him. And then I got a new daddy. I got a new daddy who's awesome, and he doesn't believe in ghosts. My mom does though. So like on both sides of the family, it's always been a generation thing. It's handed down through our generations. So like my Uncle Sid, for instance, okay, would have taught down, and Uncle Connor would have taught down. Like it's handed down to certain individuals in the family who are born with the gifts. So I was lucky that.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, everyone's enjoying this. I can tell by, you know, even the comment. You're a fascinating person to do. I tell you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hey Lisa, how you
doing? Hi Lisa. I am.
You have something?
Ask them if they have any questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Does anyone in the chat have any questions?
Yeah, you can ask. You can ask anything. If I know the answer, I'll tell it to you, and if I don't know the answer, I'll say, "Hell if I know." You know.
I know my mother has a sixth sense, and I see things, and I was wondering about the handing down. It's just strange. It comes to my mother in certain ways in broad daylight, and usually it's whenever passing of another relative, you know. And my sister, she sees things while she's sleeping, dreams, and mine, I hear them all day. You know, whispers and stuff. Sometimes it comes in clear, and sometimes it's like gibberish in the word they're saying.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing with, when it comes to empathic or being a seer, or there are 4 or 5 different types of things, but basically it bends down to spiritual, physical, and I would suppose mental. Okay, so in every gift, like for instance, a seer, there's 3 types of seers: spiritual, physical, and mental. Empath, spiritual, physical, mental. There's a basic 3, okay, like a basic major 3. So in your case, you would be considered a mental medium because you hear them, right? So being a mental medium, you're going to hear them more. Okay. Now, someone might be a physical medium. So they're going to feel them. They're going to feel the pain. They're going to feel the frustrations. They're going to feel their emotions, right? The other one with a spiritual is going to be able to see them, hear them a little bit, but they got to more read what they're seeing rather than hear it or whatever, right? Now, because let's say for yourself, you're hearing them and stuff, so you're that type of medium. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have the other two types, but that's going to be your main type. The main thing is you're going to be able to hear them. There will be times where you can see them. There will be times where you'll feel them, right? But everybody has one main thing, right? And there's always three types of that thing. So you either physical, mental, or spiritual. That's going to be one of those will be your main, but you will have the other two tethered to it. So you will at times be able to do all three.
Wow. Well, my mother's like totally against everything that I've done so far. She's real religious. She loses it when I can't even talk to her about it at all.
Well, you can always come talk
even
to
though
me.
she,
You can always come talk to me. I'll talk to you. Here's the thing, people. When you're working, and I don't care if your spiritualism is devoted in one thing like Catholic, or if you're a Christian or a Buddhist or Hindu, or if you believe in the spirit world or not. If you, I don't really give a shit what you believe. Okay, I don't care. as long as, and here's the thing, the main thing, as long as you believe in what you believe. Okay. If you believe in Christianity and that's the only thing you want to believe and that's what you believe, I am all for you and I give you all the props and I'll stand behind you. If you believe in Hinduism and that's your faith and that's your belief, as long as whatever you believe, you're not causing hatred and you're not causing pain to other people and you're trying to help the world, I'm going to back you 100% no matter what you believe. I don't care what you believe. Okay. I don't give a crap about your money, your house, your relationship. Your relationships. I don't care about any of that. Well, all the thing I care about is that you have a good heart, that you help people, and you don't spread hatred. If you got those things down pat, you're a Utopian as far as I'm concerned. Okay. And I'm gonna have your back, right? It's that simple. And the only other thing I say to you, and this is what I'll tell you about the fact your mom doesn't or whatever. Here's what you do. Every morning when you get up, okay? You go look in that mirror. And if you like the guy that's looking back at you, you're golden, okay? You're perfectly fine. Let's say you look in the mirror one day and say, geez, I'm really not happy about how I acted yesterday towards this person. Okay, get off your ass, go tell him sorry, come back, look in the mirror and say, oh yeah, I feel better now, Use that as your guide, As long as you're happy with who you are, you're happy with what you believe, my hats are off to you, man. Good for you.
Well, thank you.
Let me see. Here's a good one. What's your belief? Spirits, where do they go? Are they like in a purgatory, or what are they in after they pass away?
Okay, that's a very good question. And I can only give you the answer from my perspective. Okay, this isn't written in stone. Yeah. This has been only through my experiences. Okay, so I can't tell you, 100%. Seriously? Hang on a second.
I think he froze up. We're both.
Oh man, he'll come back.
Okay. Well, we kind of lost Danny. I don't.
He may be back.
Hopefully, he'll be back. Um, we'll come in. Um,
They're really, really interesting. I think he's
Oh.
a fascinating person. He's been doing it for a while. And
Okay, sorry about that. Telephone
like
call.
his
Can I do
Yeah.
mix up a lot of it. It's helped me.
oh, that's okay. We're just chatting with you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good show. Okay,
Go
so I'm sorry I got
subscribe,
interrupted.
Danny. Check out his site. That's
That's
okay.
Come on.
That's okay. It happens.
You coming up or not? Don't bitch at me. Huh? Okay. Yeah, as far as that goes, my opinion is what happens to your energy, your spirit, when you die depends on what you do while you're alive. Okay. And it's seriously what you believe when you're alive. If you believe that you're going to rest in a box until you're called home to Jesus, then guess what? You're going to rest in a box until you're called home to Jesus. If you believe you're going to hang out and go visit people and do stuff for a while before you decide to go up there, that's fine. You can do that too. If you believe that you're going to go to heaven, then you can come back in visitation forms and visit, you can probably do that too. If you believe there's nothing, then guess what? That's what you're going to experience. So I honestly believe you're the one that determines. It's your faith. It's your beliefs that determine what you're going to do. Okay. Now, purgatory. I don't see purgatory the way, and again, this is my experience. So please, I'm not trying to start a fight or anything. I see purgatory as a last chance. It's like a halfway house. Okay, it's not so much like the way they say it. Let's say somebody was a jerk, and then just before they died, they started to become a nice guy, but they were a jerk for most of the time. They'll go to this place. Now they're going to become someone's spirit guide. Now they're going to become someone's helper. Now they're going to become, and they're going to help that person and try to do good works for other people so that they can cleanse themselves. They kind of have a chance to redeem or cleanse, while at the same time, they're helping you, right? But the ones that are chosen to do that have to be legit. Like they have to be seriously trying to do good. They have to be seriously, innerly a good person, a good spirit, right? So a lot of the ones that are spirit guides, a lot of them were people that were kind of jerks, but then they made up for it. They spend a little while learning about how to be a nice guy, and then they get assigned to other people to be spirit guides and to be spirit helpers, right? And then once they've done enough goodness, then a couple doors open up. They can either go here, they can go there, and a lot of them choose just to stay to be a guide. A lot of them love the interaction between their spiritual counterpart, right? So even though they've paid for their sins, let's say, and they're allowed to go forward, they're at a point where they feel comfortable, they like the situation, they like doing what they're doing, so why would they move on? And that's my opinion.
I like your opinion.
Yeah.
Everything you said so far makes so much sense. To me, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, very, very.
I could agree with every bit of it, really. That's what I've always.
And that's from 50 years of working in this industry. Like I don't even think of it as paranormal investigating, because to me it's always been work, except for when I go on my investigations. So being in this industry per se for this long, these are just the things that I've picked up along the way that I believe, right? It doesn't necessarily mean I'm right, okay? It just seems to be pretty much consistent, Now, it might be a little different than that even, but it seems very consistent, these things. And it also, as far as demons go, like going to hell, your soul has to be pretty tarnished. You know, a person would have to really be tarnished where the energy of that person, okay, does not want to spend any more time with you, okay? When your own energy is disgusted by you, then you're turned into a demon. Then you go to that's when the other demons, the big dogs, they go breakfast and they grab you and rip your ass down to hell, right? When you've tarnished your own soul so bad that it doesn't want to hang out with you anymore, that's when you're screwed.
I've met a couple people that I even wondered if they even had a soul. I'll tell you.
Yeah, my brother, one of my brothers.
You know, and I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one to tell you, okay? And this might sound strange because I'm so involved in the paranormal and I'm so involved with different medicines and, you know, being a druid and a shaman and everything else. So this might sound a little strange, but my priority is this. Even me, okay, with everything that I know, everything I've done, all the work I do, my priority is this. I am never ashamed to stand up and say I believe in God. I am never ashamed to say I believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and at St. Michael. I do believe in heaven. I do believe in hell. But I believe because Jesus said, anything that I can do, so can you. Anything that my Father has allowed me to do, you're allowed to do as well. Now, when Jesus died, he could have went straight to heaven, right? But he didn't. He decided to go visit his friends and his relatives and his other disciples and visit with them for a while. And he wandered around for a few days saying hi to everybody, and then he decided to go to heaven, okay? Well, if we can do anything that Jesus can do, why can't we go and visit people or hang out for a while or, you know, and go when we're ready to go, when we're ready to cross over. That's when we'll cross. And there's nothing in the world that's going to convince me otherwise. There's nothing in the world that's going to convince me that spirits don't exist. There's nothing ever going to experience. There's no way that anyone's going to tell me that God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit aren't real. You know, I've seen too much evil in my life doing my work. And I've seen too many times when I've raised up to God or raised up to St. Michael or my elementals or my animal spirits and said, come help me battle. And bam, guess what? Good guys win, okay? There's nothing in the world that's going to convince me otherwise, okay? And, you know, if you don't believe and you're not, you know, whatever, I'm okay with that, okay? I'm perfectly fine with that. I will never judge what you believe. Because I'm happy if you're happy. Just don't judge what I believe. And we're fair, you know. As long as I'm happy believing what I believe, that should be good enough for everybody, right? As long as you're happy believing what you believe, that should be good enough for everybody. Someone else doesn't like it, oh well. You're not the one living it, okay? You live what you believe, okay? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you have to live what you believe, okay? So what other people think of your beliefs, they can take a long, hard suck on my ass. I don't care what they think, okay? But you can't judge what they think either, okay? In all fairness, you can't judge them either, right? So it's just, but that's how I feel. That's how I believe.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Hi, Lisa Hazard. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to ignore anyone in chat. It's just so interesting talking with Danny here and so informative.
It is informative, and
I appreciate
I believe
that.
in the same thing. I was the only one that did.
Yeah, very, very similar beliefs, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Did anyone have any questions for Danny?
I've heard a lot of people say if you look for spirits or if you hunt for, you're breaking the law and you're going to go to hell and blah 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 blah. Piss
I've
off.
heard that.
Piss off. They're there. I mean, if you believe in the Holy Ghost, hence the word ghost, you pretty much got to believe there's ghosts. Okay? Otherwise, you're a hypocrite. Okay. And in the Bible, the Bible says, do not believe, because you're told to believe. Believe because you've learned to believe. Come to me like a child, ask questions, seek, learn. We are put here on this planet. The only reason we're here is to learn. The only reason we're here is to experience life, to find the answers we seek, right? It would be more of a crime, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion, it would be more of a crime for you to be afraid to chase your dreams or to follow your heart or to try to figure shit out and then be on your deathbed and go, damn it, I wish I would have checked into that. I would rather you live your life, chase your dreams, have a good time, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you never promote hate. And I want you to live your life and don't hold back just because someone says you can't do it. It's your dream. It's your life. You got one shot at it. I would rather you on your deathbed saying, yeah, I had a good run. I did everything I wanted to do. I never hurt anybody. I believed what I want to believe. And I know where I'm going, because I checked into it all, right? I know what's happening to me now. I'd rather you be on your deathbed and look back and say, I had a great run, anything I wanted to explore, anything I wanted to check out, anything I wanted to learn, I tried it. If I couldn't do it, oh, well, at least I tried, right? And that's how I would hope everybody lives their life,
That's kind of how I've lived mine so far. I can't really complain. I've done a little bit of everything, and I'm happy.
Oh, we think so much alike. I was just wondering if I was the only one that thought that way.
Yeah.
I've been told different.
Hey, if you don't believe me, ask me again. I'll tell you the second time. It's like
Oh, I believe you. I believe every word.
Yeah, at least
Think exactly alike.
At least I don't have to worry about going to hell either. The devil's got a restraining order against me.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, but any questions for Danny from the chat?
Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them if I can. And I just want to say that whatever I say is not necessarily the viewpoints of our host, okay? Because I'm not shy. I'm going to say what I think, but doesn't necessarily mean that our host feels the same way. So don't jump on the host's back if I say something that pisses you off. That's a good disclaimer.
I'm pretty much with you on most all of it.
Yeah.
That's a good disclaimer for you. It's called PYA, protect your ass. Okay, that's a good disclaimer. That's my opinion, not the host.
But okay, well, yeah, I don't want to keep you, Danny, if you got something to do or anything.
No, I'm good for a little while.
Okay. Okay.
You recognize anybody in the chat?
So
I've seen.
So as a shaman, what is my job? Oh, for the shaman part, a lot of times I have to go to holy lands, holy grounds, not holy lands like Jerusalem, holy grounds, places like that, and do cleansings and blessings and stuff like that. Sometimes people have attachments or have things going on in their house, stuff like that. I got to help with that. Basically, whatever people need me to do, I pretty much, if it's within my belief system, I go and help them. Same thing with being a nature druid. And there's 3 or 4 different types of druids. I'm a nature druid. So again, it's about healing people, healing negative situations, getting rid of negative energies. Yeah, pretty much that's it. If it's something to do with the spirit world where there's crap going on, you pretty much see me standing in the center of it. That's what my job is.
yeah, in shamanism and druid practices both. I always like to learn, what other people are doing and stuff, and different points of view and
Mhm.
all that.
Well,
I
it's tricky. It's tricky without elders to learn it. Like I say, I studied for a long time. I'm still studying, so who am I kidding? Um, I'll tell you what. As soon as someone says they know about doing something, they're full of crap because there's always something new to learn the next day. uh, but yeah, if you say you're gonna go into the druid study, pick your druid. Okay, you can go into the nature druids. Okay, so you might want to study nature druid. Or you might want to study a Pacific elemental type druid. So you got fire, wood, earth, air. So, I mean, and water. You can pick one of those type of druids to follow. People think druid is all these things. It's not. A druid is dedicated to a certain thing, and they follow that. Like there are things like, okay, my brother being water druid, okay? If you want to talk about past lives, you want to talk about regressions or whatever, that's his cup of tea. I don't know shit about it, okay? I don't know nothing about it. And I don't care to because I've got all this other stuff that I have to deal with, okay? So, like each thing, there's different types of doctors. It's just there's different types of druids. There are different types of shaman. And it just depends which form that you've studied, you started off at, you built your foundation on. Like, obviously, you're going to learn a little bit of all of it, right? But again, me being a nature druid, so the 5 elementals are my friends. I know all about them. Actually got 2 of them that are guides. They like me for some reason. So my work is a lot around elemental stuff and nature stuff, and spiritual. So it just depends on.
I can see
Don't assume that a druid is like. Don't ever assume that a druid encompasses all the stuff that's druidism because it's split up into 5 categories.
Hi, Paige Lee. Welcome.
Hey, Paige, how you doing here?
I keep forgetting he can see the chat too.
I try to be more of a nature druid because I like animals and plants and just being out in the wild in the nature and stuff. That's where I feel comfortable.
Well, see, that's good.
But I don't know any others.
So that's mine too. I'm a nature druid, right? But I also cover all the elementals. But I'm a specialist, right? You have to learn one. That sounded like I was shoving a feather up my ass, and I really wasn't. You have to learn as much as you can, not to be a master of, but to be proficient in that part of your field before you're allowed to move into the next part, right? Like, you're never going to be a master of anything, but you got to be as proficient as you possibly can. Know what you know before you take another piece of that pie, right? Like, don't rush it because, a little bit of information is good for everybody. Too much information is like giving a kid a shotgun, right? You need to, whenever you're studying anything, don't be in a rush. At first you're like a sponge. You want to absorb everything, right? Well, it's okay to be a sponge up to a point. Absorb maybe this much of your book, right? But then stop. Don't go any further. Put a mark where you want to stop. And then go back to the beginning of that book and practice that for a few months. Practice what you've learned. Put it into actual practice, physical practice, and then once you feel proficient at it, now you take another couple chapters and you learn that. Then you stop and then you practice from the start to where you just stopped. Do that for a couple more months, Never rush learning because that's when you're going to make a mistake, right? So just take your time whenever you're learning something new and then test it. Make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. Make sure you understand what you're getting into before you move forward to the next part. But I'm not saying don't move forward, right? But do it cautiously. you know, so that when it comes time that someone needs your help, you're going to sit there and go, yeah, I can do this. Right? I know that you need the confidence in yourself, right? Once you got the confidence in yourself that, yeah, if I had to help someone tomorrow, would I be proficient enough and have enough faith in myself that I could do this? If the answer is no, go back to the beginning, study until you are. When you're at that point where you say, yeah, okay, if something went down, I could help this person, then by all means, take the next couple chapters, right? And start learning that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, Marie. Danny is a very interesting person. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Down to earth, common sense, knowledge, and wisdom here.
That's a nice way of saying I'm old as shit.
Honestly. No, not like that at all.
I know. That sounds funny though.
Boy, I wrote a page of questions, and I think we've covered just everything in one way or another.
That's good.
Yeah. Wow.
We think so much about it, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope.
Well, okay. I want to thank you very much for bringing me up. My dad's here with my supper. We're going to have supper. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you once again. It's been an honor and a privilege to be your first guest. I'm very, very honored by that. Thank you. All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Blessings to everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
Peace.
Good night.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I'm so glad we think so much Larry, you know.
Trying to get back to a single screen here. Come on.
Hey, Lisa.
Excuse me, folks. I'm trying to get back to one screen. I think that did it.
Has been. I've enjoyed.
Yes, Sherry. Yes, I'm glad. You know, Danny is fascinating. You know, I could just listen to him talk forever. And Irish accent. You know, I like accents. You know. Yeah. Any troubles? Are you all having any trouble seeing me? I got a little warning up there. Noted.
Consider well, the router can't be any.
Yeah. But I'm so glad Danny did join us today. And I was hoping too, but I haven't heard from him yet. So excuse me.
Got Larry King. Wow.
Oh boy, that is Sherry.
Lisa, Sherry, Thomas.
I'm a little choppy.
Paige. Yeah, you are choppy. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know why, Sherry. Lisa, Paige. Excuse me. I can't talk.
Just look at me.
But okay. But, you want to show him?
No.
Yeah. See poop. Here. We have him.
No, he's got a
Yeah.
He got into bees that kick off. Had to try to.
Here he is. But yeah, he got a bad haircut. Oh, Marie, I just I just watched some of his videos.
Very interesting guy.
It was through, just kind of like networking, I guess. I saw him on his stuff and start watching his, and
That's why it's good to check out other people's channels out.
yeah,
You get subscriptions pretty fast.
yeah, and also, well, aside from you, Marie, you were the person that had a stream, but Danny was the second, and I thought appropriate. You up here, Marie? Okay. Just whenever or whatever, I'd like to get you up here. But yeah, that's how I met Dan. He's a pretty cool person.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's definitely.
Priest.
Yeah, he said so. A
Used to
priest
be a priest,
and a druid.
and we think a lot alike. A lot alike. He interesting. Yeah, he has a lot of ways to protect yourself from how to cleanse things, how to all kinds of stuff. I've watched a couple of these that were interesting, and I'm glad Terry got him to come over and share with you all even.
I'd like to I was gonna say, I was gonna go over some other things I normally do in my videos. I don't know. That just blew
It's
me
gonna
away.
be hard to
So,
do that.
yeah, I can't. So, I did want to show you all. I got this crystal making kit, and his channel is Chasing Specters. And let's see, who was it? I think M gave his link earlier. Oh, you have Paige? Yeah, be a really nice person, dude, and a blast. But someone gave me this Chris, and he got a bad haircut. But it's his own fault. He wouldn't stay out of the brambles. He had to go. It's like he's a magnet for him or something. I swear. But yeah, first of all, this did not stick to very well. Stick to that. And let me see this other one. Very little stickage to butter. And a whole lot of this other. I don't know if you can see it. So that crystal making kit was a Dollar Tree. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot. Debbie, the woman, said she didn't have any luck with it either. So, but this is the picture on the label. Your crystals are supposed to look like that. Yes, he is. He is. He's very respectful. They that they're gonna do Epsom salts. I had more success success with that. And I'm going to try those out. My live stream Saturday. I figured I'd show the flop today. And, if you missed it, you might check out Saturday night's live stream. Yeah. Danny's YouTube page on my on this channel in the bottom, the live stream.
Marie's still here. Yeah, we'll meet and forward to it.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Marie? Yeah, we definitely want to meet up with you when you come to church.
And we'll see about doing later this
Yeah.
time. Not just today, but an overnighter. Good Lord willing.
Yeah. Oh, Mother Nature does grow them better, but I've never done it. Thought, oh, I'd like to give it a shot. You know, those things. And thanks for posting my links, Lisa and Marie. Yeah, boy, that would be a blast to do an overnight with you.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'd love to get there. It's a shame they're closed off, but I was thinking if we could sneak into the back of St. because the fence is down between them. You could just kind of like just wander over there a little bit. Yes, it is. I've heard about making these for a long time, and I thought, what better time than to try it out on here, you know, and show you all how to and how to not do it. Not do it, most likely.
Marie, it's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Well, there's two. Marie is MLB.
Oh, MLB and me.
And,
My original Marie.
Yeah.
She's mine.
Marie's Parafam. That's another for Marie's in here today. I was getting ready to get to some card readings.
If you'd like.
If anyone's interested. Light my candles here.
I have the one that's beside me last time.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're, I don't recall that one now. And I know I watched all your Cumberland ones. Okay, Lisa. When you get back, Lisa, I want to talk. Us not being able to see each other and stuff and reply. What happened? Hey, Chevy girl. Glad you could join us. You just missed a really interesting interview with Danny of Inspectors. So you need to go back and just check it out. He's a funny person. He's got a great perspective on things. He gives you some very intelligent.
Yeah.
You went with Bambi and a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might recall that now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Boy,
it was after we had left.
It's been a year or so. Cells just don't work as good as they used to. To be honest.
You feeling good, Marie? Doing all right? Well, whoever wants to answer. forgot there was another one.
Oh yeah, Sherry. He's a hard one to top. Actually, I was kind of expecting someone else too. I think I mentioned. I don't know where he got to, but that's okay. I'll get him on some other time. And maybe if I do this live, we might have Danny back. He was such a fun, interesting guest.
Yeah, I enjoy his company. Definitely.
Well, that's cool, Marie. Okay. Now let's see. Let me make sure I have anything else I want to go over first. No, I was gonna do another room thing, but I'll do that next time. Okay. You want to do the honors?
No.
Albert's gonna do the singing bowl here. You want to get down here closer? Doing the singing bowl.
It takes someone to get a Google.
Yeah. He's so good at that. Okay, cool. Yeah, Albert's got that down packed. And all it is just like a wooden, boy, it's like a mortar or pestle, a metal bowl, Tibetan. Let me make sure I get this up to the camera. There we go. And it's for meditation. And they give a little mat to go with it. Because if you don't use the mat, it doesn't give off the sound. Your hands absorb the vibration, but it does all that very soothing sound.
We're going to have to do that with Marie again, too, if she's willing.
What's that?
The same thing we just did with Danny.
Oh, and then, yeah, definitely. I was hoping, Marie, you'd be my first interview, but I'll get you. I'll get you on here one of these days.
Well, we know how busy you are.
Yeah.
Super busy.
Oh. Boy, would you mind to this?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna light the incense, and I'm gonna turn you all down so you can see what's going on. I'm lighting the incense. Palo Santo wood, and some mint leaf. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't couldn't interact with the chat a little bit better. I just found what he was talking about fascinating, and I wanted to sit and disturb him. It was just so fascinating.
It was. And I keep forgetting that he could see the same chat we see.
Yeah, he was seeing it.
That was awesome.
But I'm glad everyone liked it. I don't think so, Marie. Honestly, I just gave him a link, sent him a link, and I don't know if he has it or not, but I just sent him the link, and he was able to sign on through that. Oh, okay. Well, good night, Tammy. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Well,
if Maroon, there's some holy water.
Yeah,
I have some holy water I can send you.
yeah. I was watching an old vid you did about over a month ago, I think. You said that you had spilled your holy water in your purse or something like that. And
It's one holy person.
yeah, Albert knows a lady, and he gives her. So we can send you a bottle if you need some. Um, okay, got my can now. Turning you all
Thanks for
down.
seeing us, Tammy.
Yes, thank you for being here. Okay, here we go.
I found 3 pennies head up today. And there's supposed to be something about that. There's something about that. Was good spiritually or whatever.
3 pennies.
All at different times.
Huh. Heard of that before. Has anyone heard that? You find a
That would be great.
3.
I'll send it out as soon as I can. She did spill it.
Okay, okay. Well, as soon as we get the chance, get it out to you. I don't know how you do it, but we keep ours refrigerated to make it last. I don't know if holy water goes bad. That's the big question. Does holy water turn bad? Okay. Let me pull out my rooms. Oh, huh. It's raining here and the sun's shining. Here it is. Oh yes, it's what's it called?
Green moon.
Green moon.
Green moon. Wait.
I want to use moon because we all know the moon's made out of green cheese, you know. But let me put my crystals down.
Full moon. Full green moon.
Super. I know what he's carrying on about.
Well, pouring down rain. And the sun's shining right over there. So I'm going to go look for another rainbow.
Okay. Smoky quartz. Here. And, oh, gotta have some black tourmaline. It's one of those. Lion's Gate full moon. Never heard it called that.
Lion's Gate.
I heard it. Someone called it a green
Green moon.
green moon.
Something.
I thought it
Had
was
to do with corn or something.
oh yeah, green corn moon. That's it. That was it. Green corn moon. What I heard it was called. It might be the same thing with a different name.
They said it actually looked green and it was cloudy here. You couldn't see it for just seconds.
Okay. So did anyone have the runes?
Lion's Gate full moon. Oh. Must be in the. There's a lot of different ones.
And Paige, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on this channel before.
Yeah, maybe one other time.
Have you? Okay. Okay.
It's because it's the horoscopes. Leo.
Oh.
Okay.
I see. But it's also known as the green corn moon. No, I haven't. I don't know my
Chevy girl.
all that. Hi, Chevy girl. You were on one other time. Okay.
Remember her?
Okay. Well, return. Any questions for the runes?
Oh, I need you more than one other time.
Yeah. Green moon. Okay. I saw a huh. I saw a thing that called it the green corn moon. I think I posted it on our web page. No questions for the runes today?
Cards. Numerology cards.
Yeah, I'll get to those a little bit later. Yeah, I unveiled them on Saturday, but I got a new set of Oracle cards. Oh, okay. I see. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Raining here too, Marie.
Oh, yeah. We needed it to rain now. It's been hot and dry, and we've been getting all those with storms and stuff coming through. The map before it gets to Fairmont here, it just splits in two and bypasses us in both ways. Then south. Your angels answer your questions. Okay, that's fine, Paige. Hello, all. Mike. Okay, does anyone want a reading from the tarot cards? Try those.
Here's how many people we have in chat.
Let's see. I'm so.
That's a
Oh yeah. It's not as many as a lot of other people, but we get a call out in here.
we have quality.
Quality over quantity. That's what I say. Anyone want a rune reading? I mean, I'm stuck on the runes.
Garrett.
Thank you.
No? They're waiting on the oracle cards. Some ancestors or Mulan.
Okay, well, Damon. Okay, well, I'll give it just a little bit. Sometimes writing down questions, a minute or so.
Which one?
The blue one. That. Oh, I just had it. Shoot. The one I keep my tarot cards in. Oh, it's dark in here. I can't see very good. Some lights. Oh, thanks for joining us. Much love to you. Oh, okay, Marie. Sure, Marie. Question you want answered in particular? It makes it a little bit easier because, and you can make it vague. There's different things, just depending on your situation. And it helps know your situation before really the proper reading. But a lot of people say, these are pretty good, accurate.
Yeah, we've even contemplated shutting. We're losing so many subscribers. We lost 5 or 30 subscribers, and then we lost more. And now it's on the upswing again.
Yeah.
And we thought about just closing the whole thing down.
Ask about your health. Okay. I'm gonna be. Oh, okay, Belinda.
I seen you this morning, Belinda.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I got in when. Sorry.
Well, you missed Danny though. Danny was on for it. If you get a chance, go back and watch Marie's health. He's Ifu. It's upside down. Lagu. Canal. Oh, Elhaz. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a long, slow recovery process. Fortune, that's positive. So it looks pretty good. I have a feeling you might be tempted to want to overdo it, but you can't. Don't overdo it. Let me see. Mislead. I think you might diagnosis on something. So if you hear anything bad, I'd wait and get a second opinion or so before I necessarily took it too hard. Let me see if any of these are giving off any. No, I might feel a little bit in this one. I'm not sure. Uh, Unexpected results. Some bad news. I think it might be leading and you'll find you'll get an unexpected result. But it looks like it's going to be a long, slow recovery, aren't y'all? But overall, I think it's going to work out okay.
Yeah, Belinda, I caught you this morning. I watched. It was pretty. It hurt. Your pain.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions for the runes while I have them out? Pull this forward, see a little bit more. Okay. And none for the tarot cards, huh? Okay, well, I have a feeling I know which one you all might want, but hey, I have the mystical shaman. There's the angels and ancestors. I'm putting these ones low like there, and the moonology ones. No, yeah, I know it does, Marie, but isn't that how it always is? Honestly, it always seems better than what we'd like or what we'd expect and stuff. At least I've found that to be true from my personal point of view experience. Okay, so if you all want a reading, okay, Lisa, S for shaman, A for angels and ancestors, and M for moonology. And I think you all are going to like the moonology ones. Not trying to twist any arms, but a lot of people really enjoyed them Saturday night. I'll just say that.
It takes time. Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Understand that. I just can't wait. I was looking for a calendar for next year.
No, Thomas wants to them. Okay, Thomas. Okay, moonology is winning. And S for the mystical shaman oracle. There's my hand. Okay. Why it's slow today. Ancestors, put an A. And an M for moonology. Another M. Okay, cool.
Thomas, Jerry, Thomas.
And Let's see, 2 votes for M. Do I hear 3?
And there's 10 people. Hooper's hungry. Caesar.
I swear, Hooper, our dog, is like so about eating at Caesar's. Yes. Let's send Marie some healing prayers. Okay. And Lisa, I don't know on YouTube thing. I have no clue because you posted a comment on one of my videos, and it had no reply button to the side. I could not respond to it at all. We might have to end up con about it or something. But I checked, and you are not in my my blocked page at all.
Oh no.
I wouldn't block you, Lisa.
Her about all people.
Okay, well, no more voting. I guess we have Moonology here.
Thomas is first.
Okay, voted first. I'm going to read Thomas's first. And then Sherry. And as nice as these cards are, I'm just trying to get the lids off of them. They are so hard. Maybe I need to powder make them a little bit looser, smoother. Lisa, I don't know what happened either. I could see your messages on YouTube just fine when we were in Marie's live stream.
Marie's live stream?
Yeah, it was in Marie's live stream where we first noticed it, I believe.
Huh.
Pretty sure. Commented on one of my posts. Lisa said she couldn't see me.
Huh.
And I tried contacting her while writing that, and I guess she just wasn't seeing me.
Pissed me off.
Yeah. I understand, Lisa. It had me really PO2. And thank you for, yes, reminding people, hit the like button, please. Okay, Thomas, he's got, hey, a win-win outcome is forecast. Oh, I need to move these boxes into the screen. That's a moon. A win-win outcome is forecast. So let me see what the cards say. Yes, it does. Thank you. Full moon in Libra. I'm a Libra. Okay. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions. This card suggests you're either about to start a new romance or that an important relationship is changing somehow to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes a season. If a relationship is doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. It can also refer to a professional relationship, like a business partner or something, or some sort of transaction between you and someone else. There's a sense that you need to go with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Of that which is falling away. The other person through the eyes of love that will change your perspective. It's the firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself. Now's a great time for a makeover. A makeover, Thomas. Now's the time to get one. The teaching, no matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy. Moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnership. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. Okay. So there you go, Thomas.
I don't do anything for him.
Now we have
Sherry.
Sherry's next. And who else wants one?
Concentrate on Sherry.
Yes. Need to concentrate. Okay. For Sherry, step out of your comfort. It's in the North Node. Let me see what that says. Here we go. Very last one in the book. Oh, okay, Thomas. That's cool. You're welcome. You want one too, Belinda? Okay. Right as soon as I'm done with Sherry. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going toward doing the thing that scares you, within reason, of course. This card is about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direct action. So what go through and leave the life incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait? Know you're headed in the right direction. You're headed for something that feels to me. You need to face the fear and get over it. Carving obsessing about someone or something on your own 2 feet. You've got this. The north mode is when the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our lives to satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the. Okay, well, thank you, Marie.
Thanks, Marie. Appreciate it.
Prop your feet up.
It's always nice having.
And soak him in Epsom. That might make him feel better.
What
Might
do you
help.
have, Lisa?
Oh, okay. What are you having for dinner? What's for dinner?
Spaghetti.
Oh, Albert's betting spaghetti. I'm betting something grilled. We may never know.
The world, man.
Okay, this one's coming up for Belinda.
Concentrate on the.
Yeah. Baked ravioli with meat sauce.
Ah, close.
Yeah, I'd say Albert won that one.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, unless you grilled your ravioli first, which I doubt. Awesome card. Yes, it was. I love these cards. These cards they give a positive message for the most part. What to release? The waning moon.
Oh,
For Belinda, what do you need to release?
wow.
Okay.
After last night.
Yeah. Where is it? Waxing moon. Oh. Here it is. Waning moon.
Wow. Yeah, Belinda, I've been up since 2:00 this morning.
Well, that sounds good, Belinda. Okay, Belinda, this card's for you. What do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle, and what do you need to release? Sorry, I can't read. Almost certainly something you're asking about. Positive, but it can also still be gently suggest something go and stop trying so hard to let go and move on. With as little resistance as possible. Time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work, meditation, or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up at the skies every night. The moon growing smaller as she moves from full to to new mooning. It's time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on or anything. This card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. Down and start the regeneration process.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's see. So our card for now.
Yeah, I'll leave you up, Belinda, on how to translate that. Okay, anyone else want a Moonology card?
No. Thanks. Just join this.
Okay.
Lisa wants one.
Okay, Lisa.
Yes, it was Belinda.
Yeah, it really was. Okay. Oh, we're done. Okay, dokie.
She's still in your heart. She always will be. She's always with you.
Okay, let's see what Lisa gets. Balance, spirituality, and full moon in Pisces. Let me show you better. It's got some little fishkies down there on the moon. Full moon in Pisces.
It's crazy because it is full moon.
Yeah.
And they all pertain to now, today.
64.
See how they connect.
Okay, Lisa. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. There's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhat between having your head in the clouds and being in an altered state. There could be confusion if that's what you've had before, and that's your. However, if you're onto a good thing when the card, because the words of your soul and your help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. It sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the moon in Pisces card. Can suggest the last distance to come true. Attune to the mood. Use your feeling. Logic won't work right now. Face your fears. They may be holding. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Okay. I'm lucky to even say it once. Avoid being deceptive or willfully deceived. Pisces is a sign of reveries, of depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantic. It is a sign of water and the unconsciousness. Its energies is deep depths. The moon indicates the time to listen to your feelings and allow your emotions to reign free. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely that the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow. And only you know the case or not. Lisa,
That was a good card for her.
remember Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo. Okay. Okay, anyone else want a reading? You can go ahead and put your name down. I'm taking a little brief break here. So I don't get all tongue-tied as bad.
Are you doing okay today, Belinda? My heart really, I could feel your pain.
You're welcome, Lisa. Yeah, these cards are very interesting. I'm glad I got them. And in the room, you've missed our special guest, Danny, and you know he was really informative, down to earth. Oh boy, I just can't say enough about him. You know, he was he'd have him as a. Oh, um, oh, I'm sorry to hear it, Belinda. Yeah, it's better for her.
She's
You
still
know,
in her heart.
yeah, it'll still be in her heart and memories.
Oh yeah.
But hopefully, your granddaughter now will dreams because that's terrible. Horrible. I couldn't imagine how to have those dreams all the time.
Lisa was there last night, wasn't she? I believe.
Lisa Hazard?
I think.
I don't know. Lisa, were you in that room last night? Belinda's dream? I can't recall.
I think she was. I believe she was.
Okay. Back,
You can do a group card.
yeah. Back to this. I'll do a group card here, and if anyone wants their own reading, let me know.
What?
Yeah, Danny, that was very, very sweet of him. He's good at what he does. I'll tell you that.
I asked Lisa if she was in Belinda's
Okay.
last night.
Okay. Belinda had a live stream last night. I was talking about that, Lisa. I wasn't quite sure if you were there or not. I don't, but Albert thought you might have been. I was. Well, I guess we were both half asleep still. Okay. We've got closer. New moon, new moon in Capricorn.
Good card.
Your hard work paying off. So, new moon in Capricorn. Page 60. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your work, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is a time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a long look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform you that your best now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests that it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. You will need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Yeah, it was at 3 a.m. Going on. Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful moon that comes toward the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your dreams, hopes, and ambitions and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to.
And that's a good card for everybody.
Yeah.
Too.
Whatever you dream, set your mind to it, work hard, and it can be achieved. Now, anyone else want a reading? Individual reading?
No.
Yeah, I don't watch that show, America's Got Talent. I watched it like when it first came on, but then afterwards, I don't know. I just kind of, I'm not much of a reality person. Reality shows and stuff. Not at all, really.
I'm so fast asleep. Hooper woke me up.
Hooper barked and woke him up.
Oh, he was taking his cold nose down the middle of my back. He's get up. You gotta watch this. I think he was telling me something because he didn't have to go to the bathroom. I was pretty upset with him.
They wanted Albert to watch. But yeah, Belinda, I really felt for you. My heart whenever
He did.
I cry. But,
It hurt me to see her cry. And
hi, Nat.
it's bothering me a little bit now to think about it.
I'm sure you needed to get that out of your system. I think things have been kind of building up to that. Hey, Nat, did you want a card reading? Right now, I'm a Moonology.
Everybody send prayers to Belinda.
Yeah. prayers, Belinda.
She needs prayers. I'm gonna pray.
She's going through an emotionally rough time. And that's all I'll say. They can watch Belinda's video from last night. Okay, Nat. Shuffle.
Prayers.
Where are they? Okay. Oh, we got for Nat, we got Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. That was Blue Moon. I won't sing.
Please don't.
Yeah. Albert said, please don't. 112. Believe in the impossible. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you were hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity, it is important that you believe in it. If you conceive yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. This card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. You're lucky. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. It only happened once. The person you're thinking about is a rare find. If you can believe it, this situation is unlikely to repeat. There are usually moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get the 4 full moons in a single season. It's the third of the seasons, four full moons. It's called a blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days it's popular to use the blue moon for the second full moon of any calendar month that has 2 full moons. Okay? So believe it, you can achieve it. Yeah. Take the chance now because it may only happen. You gotta believe. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, Sherry, that song, it just came to mind automatically every time I hear that. Okay, anyone else want a card?
Sad song.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. At least kind of sad, but you're welcome, Nat. Anyone else want a reading?
We look good. Yep. They don't make that no more. They don't make anything like they used to.
Oh,
Songs, TV shows, anything. You name it, they don't make it like they used to. I knew that goes with appliances and everything. Newer stuff just don't hold up.
okay. Well, no one else wants any right now. Yes, yes. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for everyone for hitting that like button. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Very true. Okay. Did anyone want any other readings? I'll go back and do the runes or the tarot cards even. If someone coming in wants one.
Check out each other's channel.
Yes, I don't want to forget that. We've got some good YouTubers on here. So be sure to check each other out at your channels. Check everyone's channels out. If they look or sound interesting, then subscribe. And give them a like, little comment. Boy, no one else wants a hazard. Yes.
Lisa,
Does that mean you want another read on some? Are you just agreeing with that? I'm so confused.
it doesn't take much, people.
No, I'm easily confused.
She's drained. Sherry's drained.
No. Oh yeah, Sherry. I am too. It's rain and stuff. Really, it just kind of drains me.
She's crying.
No, she's laughing. Well, crying
Laughing at the same
so
time.
hard she's sorry. She's crying. That's what that means. Okay. Well, I could do the spirit box for a while. I don't know. What do you think, Albert?
On that night, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not going to. You can.
I'll get some rest and have dinner. You know, that's bad, Lisa. I think I might do that.
I love you all.
Yeah. We love you all, and we appreciate you coming by. I love this live stream. It's probably been one of my favorites.
Maybe one day we can have you all.
Yes, I do want to start having people on a regular basis, and I've asked a number of people, YouTubers.
My girl, you will. Bye, everyone. Did Mike want a card?
Oh, okay, Mike, did you want a card? Well, bye, Cindy. You have a great evening too, Nat. And reading, me. Okay, what kind of card do you want? You want a good night, Thomas. Mike, did you want a Moonology card? The one I've been reading,
or tarot?
or tarot, or runes. It's up to you.
They've all been good, and they've all hit it right on so far. They have.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. Yes, thanks. Oh, okay. Well, how about if I give you a moonology? I'll take out the ones I've already read. So I don't repeat them. Okay. Okay, well, I'll read you a moonology card because they've got a nice message. Normally, and I like them. Oh, you got new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Wow.
You better go gamble a little bit. Play them numbers, Mike.
Yeah,
It says first.
play the lotto. That's new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Luck is on your side. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. New moon in Sagittarius can mark the after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful. You don't need to bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophy. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about it. Can also signal that a trip away is coming up if it's something to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your. Count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. You need to laugh. This is a wondrous time to start a course of study. Don't be. Start a week of gratitude practice. Book a journal or Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, explore, great cosmic quest. It's a sign for big ideas. Its energy is expanded, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius includes all this as whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manners of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. Hey, Nancy Vu, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch it from the beginning again, Nancy, because our special guest, I'm just out by. You need to check him out.
A card reading, Nancy?
Yes, Nancy, would you like a card reading? I'm working on moonology, and they're pretty good.
What's that? It's me that's sad. That's terrible.
I don't know what that means. Lisa, what does SAG mean? I might not want to know, but Nancy, you wrote it. Now I'm curious. It might just be
It's me that's sad.
spell check or something. Okay, Nancy Vu.
Concentrate on Nancy. I don't get this. It's abbreviated like I should. Well, I don't ever text.
No, I even do text, and I have trouble with them. Okay, Nancy, don't let your past hold you back. South Node.
Jeez. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Suddenly, I don't know. Still.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, now I see. You're welcome, Mike. See, South Node.
Oh man.
We're slow, Lisa. You have to excuse us.
Well, been up since 2 o'clock. That's my excuse. What's yours?
Yeah. South Node. Here we are, 114.
I'm gonna have to stop participating in this.
Why?
Because it just.
Confused. That's okay. You learn something.
I do. Now I
And
know.
today was a very one, talking with Danny and everything. I thought it was a very interesting one. Okay, Nancy Vu. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node is like the North Node. It's a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to where past lives, or even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that the age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about as something as suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, need to be released and that there's some kind of addiction or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. Or when you get this card, you're being challenged to make, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Past relationship has been played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on so just because you can do something should. No, it is where the media going south. On the horoscope chart, it is they're likely to become obsessed with, but will probably do us little or no good. The South Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, then you always get got. Okay. So just because you can do something doesn't mean. Oh, that's okay, Lisa.
Whether that means for not paying.
Yeah. 2 plus two just wasn't equaling four, though. I'll tell you.
No, because she's such a good person. And that SAGG just didn't sound very good.
I was really bad or something. And I'm like, okay. So, did anyone else want before I wrap up here? For coming. I want to thank my mods. Keep an eye out. I have special guests on. You'll never know who's going to show. I've got some up, and I think you'll enjoy it. Well, if no one else wants a reading, it doesn't look like. I will wrap this up. Y'all have a great Wednesday evening, what's left of it. And oh,
You're
Jesus.
wonderful. You're wonderful, Lisa.
You haven't seen us in broad daylight. Oh no, Nancy, I'm sorry. I think I've had a little this live stream for some reason. It's not done this before on me. But good night, everyone, and have a good one. And remember, believe. Peace, everyone. Guys. Oh, now this ain't ending. Hold on.
2 hours and 46 minutes. Wow, it didn't seem like that long. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. If you're crap, I can't get it to end. Make it stop.
It doesn't want us to quit.
Yeah, it wants us to keep going on. Maybe that's an omen. Go.